Hello friend, welcome back to my channel. This is the Oracle Database Performance part number 12, and in this we are going to see about clustering factor, leaf blocks and bitmap index, and then we do a demo. So what is the clustering factor? So okay, first let's go what is the bitmap index. That is a database index in which the index is created on a columns or a set of columns in which it is stored in the form of the bits, and there is a mapping. And yeah, and what are the leaf blocks? So leaf blocks are the last block. So you have a root, and then you have a leaf block, and then you have a table block. Okay, so your leaf block has a pointer to the actual data present on the block. What is the clustering factor? So if the leaf block points to, if so leaf block has a pointer to the table block, and if my leaves in the index contains the pointer, let's say I have a 10 leaves, so in one of leaf my all 10 pointer, all the data pointers for one particular table is on one leaf, it is more better clustered in a sense that when I run a query and index is used, the Oracle process do not have to go to the different leaves, because in order to get a next data, it sees the pointer is on the leaf number 3 or leaf number 5, and the first data is on leaf number 1, so it has to go from leaf number 1 to leaf number 3 or 4 or 5. So that particular phenomenon is called a clustering factor. If the Oracle process can find block number 1 and 2 in the leaf number 1, this is a good clustering factor. Okay, so this phenomenon of mapping is basically clustering factor. So let's go to the demo and let's see. Yeah, so what we are going to do, we are going to connect as a demo user, which I am right now here. We are going to drop the table, table my objects, okay, it's dropped. I'm going to create this table from order by object type. Okay, you know what? Okay, create table. Let's see. Okay, why it's failing? Okay, so what is happening here? Let's see. If I okay, so the basically what it does, I have a table entry in the row based on the object type, order by from A to Z, and when I query based on the row num, I'll get in the alphabetical orders. Okay, just think about it. Create 3 indexes on the table. So what is the first? The create index, my objects underscore index 1 on my objects object underscore type comma owner. Okay, now I'm going to create index my objects dot index 2 on my objects object type comma owner. Okay, it says okay, okay, let's see. So I cannot have a 2 indexes on the same table with a different name, rule number 1. Okay, so what I see here, it is creating owner underscore object name. Okay, so I can have an index 2 owner object name owner object type. Okay, let's see. Okay, I can have it, and I can also have this way my objects ind3 on my objects object name comma owner. Okay, I can have this thing. Okay, now let me gather the stats, which is like exe tvms underscore stats dot gather table statistics. Okay, table stats user comma my objects. Okay, so it is done. Now I have to see number of rows and the blocks, which is I have total of 6270 number of rows, and it took total of 1314 blocks to adjust it. Okay, now what is my indexing factor for all these? Okay, okay, so it does not. Let's see, if I change to user underscore indexes, and where index is it, does it return? Okay, no role selected, but why? Okay, because my name is different here, which is, let's see, oh, it still does not return anything. Okay, select where name, let me see in capital letter, control C, select S, window V, my objects underscore index 1. Okay, so 1589, and I have to get rid of the capital letter, that is okay, my objects underscore ind2, which is 29466, and my objects underscore ind3. So if I see this, this index is better compared to 2 and 3 relatively. Let's see. Now which index has more leaves? Okay, so when we go, leaf blocks is this. Let's see, you go with this, put control C, control V, window CV. Okay, so it has 237 leaf blocks, this one, and this has 482, and this has, so the other two has the same number of blocks. Okay, issue a query which does not contain the leading column of my object index. Note that the index is still used and the index can be performed. Okay, so select max. Okay, what is trying to say that you run a query which does not use the leading column of this. So what was the leading column of this? The leading column of this index was object underscore type. Okay, and we are just going to use, okay, so we run like this, and okay, set server output on, let's see, explain plan for select asterisk from table dbms underscore explain plan display underscore cursor. Let's see. Okay, so I can go here and just go till here. Okay, so index skip scan was used and the filter was this. Okay, issue another using all the columns. So let's go by this. Let's see. Okay, where table is this, group by owner. Okay, so this is the value, count object type owner, and 25 rows got selected. Now select asterisk from table. Okay, so it's not coming here, and but why? Okay, it's saying, okay, so this plan has been washed out. Oh, so wait. Okay, this plan has been washed out. Okay, now it's saying let's drop this this thing here, specified index does not exist. Why? So user drop index demo. Okay, I got the point. Drop index. See, the objective was like, I know we can use the SQL ID to find the plan from the cursor, but so this is what, and once we ran a query, it went with this index fast full action using this index name, but since for the other one it did not use it because table access by index row ID, so it did the index row ID, but it skipped this scan because the first column was not in the where clause. Okay, and yeah, right. So let me drop these indexes. Drop index 2. Okay, drop index END3. Okay, let me commit this. That's fine. And now I'm going to create an index. My objects nd1, object name and object type. Okay, let's try to see from here. Create objects. Okay, the index got created. I'm going to gather the table stats cascade is equal to true, and we'll see what it is. So basically what it does, it will remove the old stats and just to reapply the new stats. Okay, and set auto trace on. Issue the same query where we did it. Okay, that's fine. Let's see. Okay, yeah, table access full, my objects. Now let me put this one off. Okay, just so the distinct number of values are 66735, and so object type and object name. Okay, let's see here. When we created this the new table new index, it has both the value object name and object type, but here we are just use the object type, so it did not do the, it actually went for the full scan. Okay, now here we are using the object type and object name, and okay, if I do set auto trace on and run this query again, we can see it's using the index range scan. Okay, right. Now we are going to create a bitmap index, create a bitmap my sales table, because okay, let's see whether I have a my select table, select asterisk from tab. Oh, set auto. Okay, I have a my sales table here. I'm going to create a bitmap index on this my sale table. So basically what the bitmap index, the values are stored in the bitmap format. Okay, let me find the size of this. So size is set auto trace off. So size is 9 MB and 9 KB basically, and the size of the table is 664. Let me drop this index here. I did the drop, then I create a normal index is my sales on channel ID, and I went to find 160. So if you look, if I create a bitmap index, it takes less space first of all, and if I create a normal index, which is by default is I'm not able to recall, but yes, it's taking 160 bytes. Okay, so what we see here, so we were able to see that if we are creating an index, okay, on two columns, and if I'm just using one of the column in the where clause, it will still go for index by row ID, but it will skip the index that I created on the combination of those two columns. And the second thing what we observed is that if I use in the where clause both the columns, the index is getting used. Okay. And the third thing, that if you create a bitmap index, it uses the less space compared to the other index. Okay, the default index. Okay, so yeah, we'll see you again in the next performance video. Till then, take care. Bye.